Okay, so get this. You've got these two brothers, Shannon and Sterling Sharpe. So Shannon calls up his big brother Sterling and is like, hey, I'm coming to your place. And Sterling's all confused, like, my house? Why? And Shannon just drops this bomb on him. He's like, no, dude, I'm coming to the Pro Football Hall of Fame to see you get in for the class of 2025. Surprise! The two of them, the first brothers ever to both be in the Hall of Fame, just lose it, hugging and crying and laughing. It was a huge deal because for years, everyone thought Sterling's career was too short to make it. See, the whole thing is kind of backward. Everyone figured Sterling would get into the Hall first. He was the older brother and a total rock star receiver for the Green Bay Packers. The Packers picked him in the first round, way before his little bro Shannon got picked by the Broncos in the 7th round. Sterling was on a whole other level. He played for 7 years and never missed a single game until a messed up neck injury ended his career. Total disaster. And this was right when the Packers were getting awesome with guys like Brett Favre and Reggie White. Sterling was putting up insane numbers. We're talking 5 Pro Bowls, and he averaged 85 catches a season, which was way more than even Jerry Rice at the start of his career. In his very last season, he scored 18 touchdowns.
But then things got bad. He started getting these stingers in his neck and arms. In his last game ever, he was dealing with all this numbness, but still caught 3 touchdowns. Get this, right after Christmas, doctors told him he needed major neck surgery and playing football would be way too dangerous. And Sterling, he was just like, okay, no biggie, shook their hands and walked away. He later said he just wanted to play in the NFL and he got to do it for 7 years, so he was good. But man, he had to wait 31 years for that Hall of Fame call. Meanwhile, his little brother Shannon becomes this absolute legend. He was a monster tight end, went to 8 Pro Bowls, won 3 Super Bowls, and just set the standard for the position. Shannon always said his brother was the real star. When Shannon got into the Hall of Fame, he stood up there and was like, I'm the second best player in my own family. He even gave his very first Super Bowl ring to Sterling. How cool is that? It's funny because they were so different. Shannon was this super talkative guy who became a famous TV commentator, but Sterling, totally the opposite. The dude was private and just wanted to be left alone. He was like, I don't want to be famous. I don't want to make friends. I just have a job to do, and I'm going to be the best at it.
His teammates called him the Hermit because he was all about football 24/7. He'd be at the team building at 6 in the morning when only burglars and roosters were awake. If you asked for his autograph in person, he'd just walk right past you. But then, and you're going to love this, he'd spend his day off signing like 1,000 pieces of fan mail every week. One of his teammates spilled the beans, saying Sterling's probably going to hate him for telling everyone that story. And his brain for the game was on another level. Back then, defenses started double-teaming him. So what does he do? He breaks it all down. He's like, okay, if 2 guys are on me, I'm just going to attack the weakest one. If it was a pass play, he'd go right at the safety and make him panic. If it was a run, he'd go block the quarterback. So simple, but nobody had ever heard of a receiver thinking like that. And here's another secret weapon. Brett Favre threw absolute rockets, and it was messing with receivers' hands. So Sterling starts wearing scuba diving gloves. Seriously, they had great grip and padding. It worked so well that he started wearing them all the time. His teammates said it saved his own career, and pretty soon their whole defense was wearing them and getting more interceptions. And Sterling, being the hermit, never told anybody. It was their secret.